Hello and welcome back to Heroes Lounge. I am your caster Bahamut. On the left hand side we're going to be having multiple smiles, and on the right it's going to be looking for work. This is a Division S matchup for Heroes Lounge. Qualifier number 3. We're in day number 2 and our second semifinal of the day. Thank you all so much for joining me. I love you all. Yeah, Cranky Hero, Satat, Washed Up Streamer, Black Eyed, Skiva, Kriv, Zay. How are all of you? Add an AI caster? I don't think you meant that as an insult. I read that and I was just like, oh, we don't need that. Can we get a Vocaloid caster? A Vocaloid caster? I don't even know. What? Hold on. Learning new words today. Oh, like auto-tune. If I could get a co-caster who sounded like Puppy Cat from Bee and Puppy Cat, if anyone knows what that YouTube series is, that is like, if I could get a Puppy Cat sounding co-caster, I would absolutely love it. But we actually had some coin flips and stuff that happened in the background. I'm currently tabbing past it every single time. So let's go ahead and check that out. We did have map bans that did take place. And so the coin flip was initially won by Multiple Smiles. They banned out Braxis Holdout. Sky Temple was banned out by the members of Looking for Work. And Towers of Doom is the first map chosen by Multiple Smiles. We get into this draft as we have both the ban phases getting near an end. I'm trying to tab back into the game. Vocaloid is like, it's like auto-tune basically. Hey guys, I just made a Kickstarter to get some music caster. No, seriously, like, if T-Pain knew Hotscaster. Draft is wrong, player names are visible. No, that actually came with the patch, Kriv. You can, the patch that came through this past Tuesday where Ana got all of her changes and Rhaegar and Self and Ancestral and Abathur has his changes. One of the things that came back into the game was names in the draft mode. Being Puppy Cat is good. Yes. I want a Puppy Cat sounding co-caster. I remember when that whole thing came out, like I actually tried to find like a vocalizer or a voice synthesizer to actually do that myself, and I was like, this is too much work. I don't care enough. Like, we have a draft though actually taking place, so let's focus on that. Hi, welcome. I love you all. Thank you for being here and cheering on these teams. We have an Ana and a Joanna on the side of Multiple Smiles. We have a Maiev, Imperius, as well as Lucio going to be on the side of Looking for Work. Strong Engaged. Lucio is a bit of an interesting choice in my opinion. Where is Caesar Salad? I don't know actually. Hey guys, do you feel? You guys feel free. Petition time has to take place in Hanamura. Thanks. I would love to cast. I would love to cast a Hanamura game between some of these teams. That'd be so much fun. I don't think the names are shown in Draft and Hero League is an option for custom games. No, Cranky, they added it back in. It's across the board. I was playing Team League this past week and it was in there. Hero League I can't speak to only because of the fact that I don't play. I was just trying to play Team League this entire season, but I'm sure you can jump into someone has a stream currently going that is them playing in Hero League, and you can probably see the draft. But I think it is all the names. It's not an option for custom games because there's no box for it. There's no box anywhere in my setup or any of my back stuff when I'm setting up lobbies or even my own in-game options. Like, there's nothing to actually change that myself. So I think it's across the board. It's every single brain. I can't think. Every single mode. There we go. Hero League is dead anyways, right? Yeah, probably. At least on the Grandmaster side. All right, we got a draft. Let's actually focus. Imperius, Phoenix, and Jaina are going to be picked up here. I have to stop looking over at Twitch chat. Just Vin Diesel. I didn't even think of that. So Maiev, Imperius, and Lucio will be picked up on the side of Looking for Work. They are going to be looking for... they have been playing Imperius as the main tank. Grapples and Swabs Magoo. Those are typically their solo lane and their damage. So we'll see what Droplets goes for. Usually a Genji, but that's been banned out. It's going to be Li Ming. Okay. And not a bad draft at all. It's got some good dive. It's got some good control. It's kind of checking every box. They're really not leaning one way or the other. It's very much just, I wouldn't say middle of the road, but it just kind of, you want to dive? We've got that option. You want to disengage? We've got that. We've got some poke. We've got it's a little bit of everything. I like the draft that's coming out from Looking for Work. It kind of tests the enemy waters a little bit here. We do have the Ana, Joanna, Phoenix, Jaina here. They're going to potentially need a solo lane if they want to go for that, and that will be the Blaze into the Yrel. Surprised that we're actually not going to be seeing a Dahaka ban, or even a Dahaka being picked up. I feel like the Tongue Drag would pair well into Phoenix and Jaina, and then Joanna has some slows on top of that. Overall, I think it's a good draft between the two teams. I kind of give this over to Looking for Work, though. I just think that their draft overall is a little bit more well-rounded. That sounds a little bit like BM, but I just think they've kind of got everything that you could want in a draft. Because they've got Poke coming out from Multiple Smiles as well, but I don't know. Looking for Work's draft just is looking good. Aya Horus is now lol. How did you ever think this was balance busted? Aya Horus is good. What's up, DB? Aya Horus had I was following Looking for Work yesterday in the 2 games that I casted of them, and so they played a total of 4 games, and I want to say they had Ana every game. And I think there was 1 Nana Boost game out of all of it. So there was basically, a 75% win rate with Eye of Horus. 100% win rate with Ana. But either way, it's really, really good games that we had yesterday. We have games now, though. Let's go ahead and get into this. Prepare yourself for... On the left-hand side, we are going to be having the members of Multiple Smiles with Diesel on the Joanna. Vin going to be playing the Jaina. Liam will be on the Blaze. Hao will be on the Ana. And Winterheart rounding out the team on the Phoenix. Played Stukov in Stukov games today and played about 15 games.
10 seconds.
On the right-hand side, we have Looking for Work. Droplets will be on the Li Ming. Swabs Magoo is going to be playing the Yrel. We have Dark Chimera on the Lucio. Haywin? Oh man, that's going to be a bad one. Is going to be playing the Maiev, and Fury will be on the Imperius. The good lucks are out. The your mom jokes are there as well. Good luck having fun. A little bit of BM back and forth, but wait, we can't deny that whatsoever. That will be the Umberbind pulling them in a little bit here. There's going to be a nice Celestial Charge. Vin taking a lot of damage here, needs to back out, as Hao is going to be getting some of these healing darts out. We are going to be having our solo lane coming out at this point, and this is going to be the Yrel into the Blaze, as we talked about in Draft. Swab's actually taking an aggressive rotation into Liam here, and they're just going to continue pushing in this lane. But the fun is going to be had between these rotations. Winterheart going to have to get that blink right out of there, as Droplets is going to have these nice angles for some of this damage to pop out here and there. Oh, actually, no, they go into Winterheart. The Celestial Impale is going to be very, very good. Or, excuse me, the Celestial Charge. Phoenix is the first one to go down in this matchup here. Now we have Swabs Magoo just playing this, Liam is doing a really, really smart thing here and just freezing the wave. So letting it come in very slowly, letting their towers do most of the work here, and also not allowing them to take much damage. You have rotations in from Dark Chimera, just poking at this a little bit here and there. We are going to be having the Maiev grab this camp. Will be fed in through bottom lane, as Droplets also will be pushing in through bottom. Camp going to be grabbed. Diesel going to get poked by Dark Chimera a little bit. And it's just the held into bottom lane. Nothing. I don't think we're going to be seeing anything crazy at this point. Just some pokes out. They do want to try and push in these pumpkin sappers, but I don't know if that's... Oh, they are going to be getting all of those in. I thought they'd be able to burn those down with that Jaina, being able to step forward and maybe burst down the camp. Level 4 has been also achieved really quickly for Looking for Work. They actually dive right in on this, using that Talontier advantage while they have the opportunity. The Celestial Charge does not connect, but that is still going to be Hao going down. Reset for the Li Ming. She gets another combo out. Does not connect. That's going to be a nice play right there, as we actually have Liam going into Swabs Magoo in this top lane. They're going to be holding this back just fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be going down anytime soon. And they're just going to play aggressive on this top lane. Pushing in quite a bit, but the thing is they do have eyes and vision from their friendly team in this bottom lane. They can see that there is going to be 2 members. They also do have the vision in mid to Winterheart pushing this out. So they can play this aggressive in top lane. So I'm just going to be doing that solo lane thing, and Liam is just going to play it slow and safe. This is a great thing to do when you're just like, all right, well, I don't think I can win out against the person. I'm just going to play this slow, let it kind of freeze in front of my gate, and then I'll just get the clear there. This will be, though, triple altar phase starting out here. Diesel taking a lot of damage. That will be the Iron Skin used as well. Pull away the talents here, and we'll just get an idea of what this bottom lane looks like. I'm assuming the top lane's going to be swapped, or just going to be traded out. I don't expect them. Actually, hold on. I'm seeing Blaze going over here. Swaps is going to get stalled out. Looks like Lucio will be grabbing bottom without any sort of harassment. Winterheart grabs the left-hand side. And yeah, that's going to be majority of the shots coming out in favor for the members of Looking for Work. Fury going to be taking a bit of damage here, but they're looking to get the kill onto Vin. Nice use of Hao's body to make sure that they don't get the kill, and Droplets gets a reset. Meanwhile, Fury sitting at a couple hundred health, needs to just back off and just play this nice. It just not playing this aggressive and just being like, well, my healer will eventually get me back up to full. Like, no, let's just go back and get full health, and we can re-engage onto this. We don't need to play that aggressive. 7's going to be achieved also almost simultaneously for both of these teams. I'm just looking through some of the talents as well, trying to see if anything really is too out of the ordinary. We actually have Lucio going for boom. Oh, no, that's pretty standard, actually. I was just like, wait, I haven't seen that talent in okay, yeah, that's Boombox. I'm just going to go for the totem, basically. Delsa is going to be able to provide a little bit of vision for the friendly team, and that is going to be a dive going in onto Ana, a huge blow-up reset for Li Ming. That is also going to be the punish. Excuse me, Subdue is going to be finished by the Joanna, correct, Subdue? Yeah, Punish is the actual name of the ability. But having that Subdue finish, that's big. That 80% slow, that's going to be nice for the salvo from the Phoenix, just to kind of have a little bit more setup on top of that. Lines coming out as well. They want to chase this. Diesel taking a lot of damage. Dark Chimera is just boosting so much speed as well as healing. Wait, hold on, dive in, Vin. Oh, they get the healing in time from Hao. That's really good. Dark Chimera needs to back off as Fury is kind of by themselves. Should be able to get the speed boost out from the Lucio as well as that healing. The regeneration glove will help them out a little bit, but this is a single altar phase popping up in the bottom lane. We actually have full grenade build coming out from the Ana here.
The altars have risen.
It's turning it sideways. It's a kill shot. Dark Chimera will be grabbing this. I don't think they're going to be... Oh, nice Sleep Dart coming out from Hao to make sure they stall this out. That will be the Sleep Dart ending. We do have Maiev taking a bit of damage here, but that will be the Ana, the first one to go down. They actually re-engage into this fight. They're not going for the capture just yet. They might be able to get the conversion on this. Winterheart taking a lot of damage. Swabzagu diving in as well. Winterheart with 90-some health. We have Liam going in with the stun here, and they actually get the Blaze kill there. It's a reset for Li Ming. They've also got these 3 Pumpkin Sappers. If they can get this tower as well, yeah, this is going to be 5 shots. That's what they want to go for, as no one has confirmed that in the bottom lane just yet. Vin is going to be the next target. They don't have much mana, so they can't do a ton of damage, but with the minion wave coming in and theirs dwindling, they do not want to fight over this fort any longer. This bell tower still has not been picked up. And they get the conversion onto that, and now they go for that bell tower. Looking at the 10 talents, we actually have Imperius still holding. That's going to be the Wrath of Angiris. Okay. Oh, Winterheart getting out the last second. That blink. Maiev trying to get the Umbra Bind at the last second there. Lucia going for the Break It Down as well. Not going to be going for Reverse Amp. They held for a couple seconds. I was like, maybe? No, it's not going to be. Whew. This game is starting out really good. 1 to 5 in kills. Very strong from Looking for Work. They are just like, we want to make it into Estiv. We don't want to come back and have it all ride on qualifier number 4. Because after qualifier number 4, everyone, it goes down to points. And it's all the points you've won over the last 4 weeks. And so if you've been competing and getting consistently second place, yeah, you can expect yourself to be, making it in to the S division without a problem. But if you're sitting in that kind of bubble area where you played good one weekend, you got knocked out first round or something, and then the next weekend you came back and did kind of in the middle, well, that could be a harder place for you to be in when it actually comes down to the point breakdowns. And I don't know how there's a whole explanation of like how they're going to be doing the tiebreakers. Like it's like, oh, if it's not this, then it's this. If it's not this, hold on, Purification Salvo connecting onto one. That will be the Wrath of Angiris to stop the entire Purification Salvo from happening. The Vault of the Warden comes out from Maiev. They have the Eye of Horus the entire time. They also get the kill onto the Maiev right away. Vin's still alive, a little bit low. Fury taking a lot of damage here. They do go down a 2-for-none trade, and this is looking really good as they have a double altar phase popping up here. They have 1 Sapper go through. They can convert this bell tower fairly quickly, and they should be able to get 8 shots into the core of Looking for Work and potentially even up this game a little bit. It's not going to be perfectly even, but it will get them some decent value here. So we do have the Imperius coming back in 5 seconds. Maiev just got back up, but the thing is, we currently have Swabs Magoo in top lane laning up a little bit, and they'll be able to poke this out with Dark Chimera for a couple seconds. Meanwhile, also in bottom, it looks like Dropsys will be poking at Winterheart, trying to get a combo and make them get a little bit low there, but that is going to be the pick onto Dark Chimera. They have to give over that one altar there, and so they get 4 shots into the core. They'll take it down to 27-32, and now we have this fight breaking out in bottom lane. Fury has to back off, and the rest of the crew does too, as they do not have their Lucio. That will be going over in favor for the members of Multiple Smiles, evening up this game a little bit more and putting us in the 27-28 range. I love Towers of Doom. I personally like it as a game 3 because I think it's just there's so much intensity to it. But even then, game number 1s are so great. You can learn how your enemy plays in macro and micro conditions, how their fights are going to be breaking out, as well as how well they do in some of these calls where they need to decide on what to do. As Maiev gets over the wall with just 400 health. Swabs Magoo coming to the backline here. That's going to be the Purification Salvo going out. They do not get it interrupted. Vin taking a lot of damage. They need to make their way out as how... Oh, wait. The Wrath of Engineers will be pulling the Phoenix away. They get the knockback as well. They get the kill onto the Phoenix. That's going to be one in favor for the members of Looking for Work, as Liam is trying to find a backline pick onto some of these members, but they're a little too low themselves. They drop the bunker, they jump in and out of it, but it won't be enough. They lose their Blaze, and now they start to chase a little bit further. Diesel could be the next target as Droplets wants to make that a reality. Jaina goes down, they get the kill on Joanna, and now How is the only one left. That is going to be the knockback from the Wave of Force, and that will be Droplets taking a lot of damage here. The tower takes the kill, and they actually end up sacrificing 1 for 1 in that situation, but overall, that is a really good play coming out from Looking for Work. They end up wiping the entire team as Phoenix does come back to life. They convert this bottom bell tower once again. Meanwhile, Swabs Magoo in this top lane is still soaking up these lanes, soaking up all that experience and making sure that the experience value starts to really grow between the two teams. They can have that 16 talent tier. The plays that are coming out right now, so good from Looking for Work. I'm trying to stay as biased as I can, but it's just consistently good play after play. Now, there have been nice back and forth in a lot of these engagements, and I wouldn't count the members of Multiple Smiles out, but they need to play this a little bit slower, a little bit safer, and they need to do something quick, because 16s will be here soon, and that's a gap that they really can't fight into. Pull away some of the talents really quickly just to see how this engagement's going to break out. We do have the Warden Cage coming out from the Maiev. That is going to be some decent damage onto Winterheart. They do have the Celestial Charge as well. They do. Break It Down is actually going to be used right away. That Wrath of Engineers will pull the Joanna out from the friendly team. They have the Maiev taking so much. They actually get the kill onto the Maiev. That will be the reset for the the Li Ming onto the Joanna. And now the Purification Salvo went out as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Tank for Assassin. Fury will be charged on by Liam. We do have Swabs Magoo with the Ardent Defender ready. Well, they do have the Ardent Defender ready, but they actually have the Wrath. Oh my god. Avenging Wrath. There we go. I could not think of the talent. Dropless does take a little bit of damage there. There will be some chase into this, and they're trying to consistently get a fight on this, whittling them down here and there. Dark Chimera making sure they're getting that speed and healing out for the friendly team. Droplet's going to be mounting up as well. So Swabs Magoo diving in with not a whole lot of health with the Righteous Hammer to push them right back. The Absorption is going to be used as well, but not a lot proccing into that. And that will be them backing off. Getting a little bit of health there, but Fury taking a lot of damage. The knockback coming out from Dark Chimera. Liam will be chasing this, and it looks like that will be Imperius going down. Ana will be having the Eye of Horus to get some extra healing out for the friendly team, and they're chasing Swabs Magoo. The slows will be there. They actually have the Maiev back, and I think they have defended this, and that will only be 3 shots going into the core of Looking for Work, but they end up picking up the Lucio right at the end of that, staggering out another death. They can have some extra pressure. That was a really good fight coming out from Multiple Smiles. That was really, really powerful for them, especially being down a talent tier towards the end of that. Wow. Oh, man.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the battlegrounds.
Whew, I need to catch my breath after that one.
What? I mean,
Dana does finish that Fingers of Frost at level 1, so they'll be having the extra mana return and damage coming out from that. They will be able to feed the sappers into this, and that will be the bottom bell tower getting converted, and it won't be getting them their 16s, but it, oh, actually, excuse me, I lied, it will. I didn't think it'd be pushing them up that much in experience, but it definitely did. We have Liam. Everyone's sitting around this boss and playing it slow and safe. I get so excited. I'm just like, Bush Party? Who's going in? No. Nobody just yet. It's just the reset before we have a triple altar phase fairly soon. And we'll see how the teams actually react to this. It's 4-4 for the bell towers. a full barrage coming out would be pretty much putting them down into the teens area, both. I think that's the big thing, though. If they can take a fight on the side of multiple smiles, that'll be big for them to really get a big upper hand, and they could get a lot of shots out. But they're trying to get this bottom bell tower converted, maybe even take a fight within that as well. Poke damage going to be coming out. They back out. They're saying it's not worth it. We don't want to stagger some bad deaths in this situation. The entire team has been called back. No one really in top except for the 2 solo laners-ish. They're just going to kind of split off. I think they'll be trading those out. It looks like we are going to be having a battle breaking out between both teams in this bottom lane area. A lot of damage going to be going out onto Maya, but they are able to get out of there just fine. Lucy with some healing for the team. Purification Salvo going to be coming out. That is going to be the Wrath of Aegir's pulling down Vin from the team, but they have the Eye of Horus to keep them alive. That will be Maya, the first one to go down. They do have this re-engagement into the fight, and they're chasing this. How with that... Oh, wait, hold on. Vin taking a lot of damage down here. In this bottom portion of this, we also have Swabs Magoo going over the wall. Also going to be having that Divine Steed to try and get the chase onto the Ana. They all know this. They're all pinging for it, and that will be Ana getting burned down. The rest of the team is a little bit behind them, so they can turn onto this. But Dark Chimera starting to take a lot of damage from Winterheart. Does get pushed back, and they just want to chase this and try and get a support for a support. But Dropless is the first one to go down. Li Ming shouldn't have been going down there. They don't have the Break It Down available for the friendly team. Charging from the Blaze. Diesel taking a lot of damage. Swabs would go in that backline. Just gets the Divine Steed. They're just trying to get this channel, but it's not going to work out as Vin has the poke from that Jaina. Winterheart so low here. Will be going down. They aren't able to chase this, and they will be able to get their shielding. Oh, Dark Chimera without getting the chase, but Swabs Magoo is so low. No Break It Down is available. They can only boost the healing, and that's as much as they're going to be able to do. Lucio goes down, as well as Yrel. They basically wipe the entire team, and they take this bottom bell tower. What a great fight coming out from Multiple Smiles, keeping this game very in tow and pushing to the core of looking for work below theirs for continually throughout this game. They were down a little bit at the start, but they really started to get their footing in this later half of the game. And actually, speaking of the later half, we can at least show some of the stats, some of the talents, as well as some of the other numbers that we won't see till probably the end. Wow. Those were some really good picks. They evened up the kill count, actually taking the lead in the kill count, as well as the experience. Winterheart might be a little far forward here. The blink doesn't actually go through. Purification Salvo will be used here, but I don't think it's going to work out for them as Phoenix is the first one to go down. They turn on to the Maiev, but she gets the juke. Is there going to be a good chase for this? They don't have anything slowing them down for the time being. They're making all these good angles. They do have the blink right out, and yeah, that will be Maiev just fine. They have Droplets dumping some damage behind them. Fury on their own. They do have the Wrath of Aegir's if they do want to try and utilize that. Maybe even pull. They're trying to pull Joanna over to this well. The Indestructible is going to be used as well, so they can't get the Heroic onto them. Now we have this re-engagement over the bottom lane. Hold on, as we actually have Maiev taking a little bit of damage. That will be this bell tower in favor for the members of Multiple Smiles, so they are going to be fighting in their own favorite territory on the aggressive side of the map. This fight is just perpetual. It's never ending, and they're just trying to get these kills, but everything's being used here. That is going to be the Eye Horus coming out from How. They're trying to get the knockout, and that will be used. Oh my god, the Warden's Cage is going to be used. The Break It Down going to be used as well. Diesel taking a lot of damage here. That will be the Unstoppable used. Liam trying to get the Jet Propulsion out. They're chasing this, and nobody's going down. Nobody went down during that entire time. They weren't even able to whittle this down, and that is actually going to be the Maiev taking a lot of damage. Blessed Shield is going to be stalling this route for a little bit. The blinds will be there. They actually get the kill onto the Ana. Liam a little bit low. They get that kill. Reset for Li Ming, and now they're trying to pull them back into this bell tower. Diesel taking a lot of damage. They don't get that, and now they're saying, all right, let's try and rush up here and at least steal these away while we have the bell tower advantage. This will be Winterheart grabbing this. Such a good play from them. Yrel's going to be on the left-hand side. If they can stall this out, no, this is not going to be stalled out. That'd be suicidal from Winterheart. So they do get the bottom bell tower converted, so they will be doing... What? Maiev, what just happened? So they get 5 shots into the core of Looking for Work, but Looking for Work are able to deal for themselves. They actually chase into this and they say, no, we're going to take your camp away from you, as you only have your Phoenix and your Jaina up and available. 20s have been achieved for both of these teams. Let's go ahead and take a peek at those 20 talent tiers. We actually have Lucio not going in for the base Nova, but that is going to be not needed as Phoenix gets bodied there. Going to be going into the bonus track at level 20 for that. We're also going to be going for Shadow Orb of Vengeance on the Maiev. Joanna holding their 20. What? Vin is saying, don't you dare. And it makes me nervous. It makes me extremely nervous what they're going to be taking for their 20 talent on the Joanna. I don't know why. Okay. It is going to be the Indestructible used. Makes sense. Ana is going to be going into the armored stance. Interesting. Looking for the area. Impervious. Just held off. Okay. 20s for both teams. Bottom bell tower is trying to be converted. Swabs and Goo going in on this. The Indestructible will be used as well. Hearth in lane. Dancing right next to it. No big deal. It's playing nice with each other. Bottom bell tower is in their favor. They can feed in these 3 sappers. Are they just saying F it and go to the... Yeah. They're just saying whatever. Let's take boss. These sappers are going to be fed in. I think they might know that they're on boss. They're checking all these areas, and they're just like, well, if they're not here, they have to be doing boss. So Maiev, go ahead and push that in.
The altars have risen.
Blinded by light, so much better than Indestructible for Joanna. Okay. Dark Chimera grabs this. That will be also another fort grab, so they will be pushing in 6 points of core damage into the multiple smiles core. So it's 10-8. They did steal away this boss, and now they're up here. Sharking around, looking for some fights. Ooh, the nice burn onto Liam here. Purification Salvo going to be coming out as well. Indestructible going to be used, or excuse me, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to say that. Imperious' 20 talent is going to be used as well. Impervious, there we go. Ana with the Eye of Horus, they're not going to get any sort of major kill just yet. So Goo is going to be popping. Oh my god. Water Elements are going to be going down as well. Did they go? They went for the Winter Mute. Yes, they did. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Buttons pressed, but nobody going down. A lot of heroics used on the side of multiple smiles. They are going to be running into this mid lane to convert this bell tower back in their favor. They want to try and stop them, but it looks like they'll leave their Maiev as well as they're leaving in the top lane. They want to feed in a few more of these sappers. That gets converted. We have a single bell tower in the bottom lane. It's not really a checkmate or a winning position for either team, as boss is also off the table for the next roughly 4 minutes. We're seeing that almost 24 minutes into the game here. Fury taking a lot of damage. Liam with the jet propulsion in won't be connecting. They actually start to turn this around, looking to get a kill. They do have some knockback coming out from swabs, but it's, or excuse me, from, oh my god, from droplets. There we go. Learn to walk faster. I like the use of the the wave of force to just push the Ana and just learn to walk faster. Just old lady, get out the way. Bottom bell tower, 4-4 in the actual bell towers available for either team. This won't be game ending, but it could put them down to half health instead of looking for work. They really need to take this fight. Swabs and Goose sitting in this bush actually get the sleep dart onto a couple of them. Jet propulsion in for another stun. They actually, do they have anything else to follow this up? Purification salvo will be going out. That will be connecting onto just about everyone. Absorption will be used by the Yrel as well. Bunker going to be coming down. Wrath of Angiers will be coming out from Fury, and they get the kill onto the Maiev, but they get the kill as well onto the Jaina. 1-for-1 trade. Busted Shield going to be coming out of the backline. Droplets is going to be having to get the blink out here, and now they're chasing onto this. Liam and Diesel are looking for this. They get the punish, and that will be the kill. A 1-for-3 trade. Huge plays coming out in favor for the members of Multiple Smiles, and knockback with the Righteous Saber. Swabs Magoo gets the Divine Steed, and they actually want to convert a bottom bell tower. They want to try and put them down to half health, even further than just the half health, and into that kind of checkmate position where, hey, we might be able to feed in sappers and end through that if we have 5 damage going into your bottom lane. And with the death timers as long as they are, absolutely this is the play to do. This is such a good play for them. So they get that. 5 shots go over. You can see the pings already going out for this. We should be seeing them on the side of looking for work, rushing back to core to defend this bottom lane. They need to make sure that that bottom lane doesn't get prepped or pushed in at all. It's going to be the camp grabbed. It does have to rotate in the proper way through the lane, so it's going to take a little bit here. 14 seconds on the last 2 members. We have Maiev already back up into this game. God. Ooh, this is going to be close. Sleep Dart goes on onto Lucio. Blessed Shield will be there as well. They're trying to get the blow up. That is going to be Lucio going down. How? Oh my god, they're trying to get the burn onto these sappers before it actually goes through. They actually sacrifice Maiev as well. This is going to be a salvo from Swabs Magoo. They go down as well, and that's going to be none of the pumpkin sappers going through. I think they got the clear onto all of it, but they end up wiping themselves here. And here's the thing. Boss isn't up for, I think, another minute 30? Minute. So if they just sit around the boss, there won't be a rotation quick enough into them, and I think they know this. I think they're just gonna go sit at boss and dance. That's what I would do. Right? That's what everybody does? You sit at boss and dance? Droplets is actually trying to get a nice reset here, but they might have just fed themselves into death. They have the blink forward, but no. No. Not yet. Boss gonna be up in 35. They want to convert this bell tower as well. Oh, there's no... Oh, wait. 2 bell towers. This is such a hard spot to be in. The actual LOL coming out from the enemy team. Oh, man. That's just... Can they make these rotations quick enough? 6 seconds. Almost everyone's up. They do have the portal forward. They need to get down here, though. That's the hardest part. They have nothing to stop down here. Lucio is boostioing. They have the knockback from Droplets. They've interrupted it for the time being here. Break it down, going to be used by Dark Chimera. They have some sappers in the lane. Dark Chimera is the first one to go down. That is going to be the channel going out onto the altar in the bottom lane. No one has been able to interrupt it for this time being. Swabs Magoo is not going to be there in time, and How gets it. That is going to be the core going down. The first game going over in favor for it. Looking for work. GG. Well played. Multiple smiles, not looking for work. Looked at the wrong team name. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Lounge. I am your caster Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we're going to be having multiple smiles, and on the right is going to be looking for work. This is a Division-S qualifier matchup for Heroes Lounge. We're going to be finding out who's going to be making it to the grand finals this evening. This is our second semifinal, and then we're going to be going into the grand finals, which is, spoilers by the way, if you did not catch the first match, between OSD and Celeb Gaming. Celeb Gaming took that series in a 2-0 fashion. So whoever wins this series, we'll be going into Celeb Gaming for our grand finals of the evening. So this is the second of our 3 best of 3s that we have in store for you. Get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack. We've got great games coming up. And now, let's actually talk about some of the map bans that did happen. The coin flip was initially won by Multiple Smiles. They banned out Braxis Holdout. Sky Temple was banned out by the members of Looking for Work. Towers of Doom is the first map chosen by Multiple Smiles and won by them. So they went ahead and chose to take us... Excuse me, so Looking for Work had the option for first pick or map pick, and they opted for first pick. So Tomb of the Spider Queen was chosen by Multiple Smiles, and that is where we find ourselves here in this game with our ban phase just about ending, as Zeratul will not be seeing the light of day, as well as the Abathur and the Joanna. Last ban going to be coming out here. We could see something like a Maiev or even the Genji. Maiev was run by the members of Multiple Smiles in the last game, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they try and prioritize that maybe throughout the draft. But they do ban out the Medivh, so Genji being available. Droplets is a very strong Genji player, as I've caught a lot of their games, and, well, we saw Maiev is sort of strong, but Genji's pretty good. Tomb of Spider Queen, rotation-heavy based map, a lot of good picks that can come out. Wouldn't be too surprised to see it. First pick, though, coming through. Do they go for that Genji? Do they go for the Ana? What do they prioritize on the side of Looking for Work? Ana was their jam yesterday. They played a lot of Ana, high priority in the draft. Yeah, that makes sense. She has a ton of good value for the friendly team. The Eye of Horus, as we've seen consistently throughout this weekend's tournament since the changes came through to her, has been a top priority. Nano boost here and there for a couple compositions, but overall, Eye of Horus is getting a ton of value. Trying to stay as biased as you can. Yeah, exactly. Just quickly, I just want to check something real quickly. That makes absolutely complete sense, as we are going to be having the Maiev as well as... Oh, that's an interesting... Oh, no, that makes sense. Sorry, I'm checking something. Wow, plays coming out. All right. Alrighty, so Maiev and Phoenix will be picked up on the side of Multiple Smiles. I'm seeing actually a couple changes in who's playing, but that might come through later on. Ana will be paired up with the Jaina and the Garrosh. Jaina has really good clear in the rotations. Garrosh is just a force to be reckoned with in a lot of those, and also having physical armor and going up against Phoenix and Maiev, that's going to work out pretty well for them. Ban-wise coming through, they'll need a solo lane, and they'll need some damage on top. I would actually say maybe just take out the Genji. Take out the Genji so you don't have to deal with that kind of burst little extra chase at the end. Yeah. That makes sense to me. If I was playing this game right now, I'd be like, yeah, no thanks. I don't want to deal with that Genji. No, thank you. Bye-bye. Let's see. Last pick. Or excuse me, last ban. Pick out Diablo. Diablo has really good engage. He pairs well with the Phoenix with the Lightning Breath. Yeah. That makes complete sense to me. I wouldn't want to deal with that whatsoever. Bum. Alright. So far they've got a Maiev and a Phoenix. They could go for Arthas here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe they save that for later for their solo lane. York's also a great choice as well. Pairs well into the Phoenix. There's just a lot. I'm looking for things with slows. Tyrael to start it out. Okay. And Tyrande to follow. I like it. I like it. I don't know if Tyrael is going to be the solo lane or the main tank. I feel like we're going to get a main tank Tyrael, though. I just have this gut feeling. Ana, Jaina, Gera. They'll need a solo lane into the Tyrael potentially. Maybe just grab the Leoric. Top of that, you could pick up Kerrigan. I like it. I like this a lot. That's a really, really, really good start. And draft. Kerrigan aggression, some lockdown, a lot of lockdown actually going to be coming out from the members of looking for work. This last pick, it's going to be going into a Blaze. So either Tyrael's going to be solo laning into a Blaze, or they could go Leoric into Blaze. Phoenix pairs well with that as well. But that's not the case. We get a Tracer. No blinds to realistically kind of hinder her. She can get into that backline pretty easily. Recall is a great way to make sure that Jaina doesn't get the big burst. Kerrigan also can be kind of, not countered, but just dealt with in a sense. Yeah, I like that. I like both these drafts. I think they're really good. I think we're about to get a really, really, really fun game too. And this is also Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's not the quickest map in the world. Like, you do really need to kind of make rotations, pick up gems, and then it skyrockets right around that 13 to 16 area in the match. That's where like things just back to back to back to back and plays after plays. We'll see. I'm excited about this. Thank you all for joining me. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful Sunday evening, afternoon, day, night, whatever time of day I find you on. I'm sorry. I keep burping. I'm like chugging a bunch of water, and then I'm just like, oh wait, no, I still have to keep casting and these things, and that doesn't help. But let's go ahead. We got a game number 2. On the left-hand side, we're going to be having the members of Multiple Smiles up a game, trying to go into the grand finals. Winterheart will be on that Tyrande. Vin on the Tracer. Diesel will be on the Tyrael. Hal will be on the Maiev, and Liam will be on the Phoenix. Some role swaps actually coming. On the right-hand side, we're going to be looking for work with Swabs Magoo on the Blaze. Well, Droplet's going to be playing the Jaina. Hayun is going to be on the Kerrigan. Dark Chimera will be on the Ana, and Fury will be on the Garrosh. Mr. Basket and Magus. So Caleb will be, Celeb will be playing after this matchup in the grand finals. So this is a best of 3, so we could have one or two games until they play. And then how many more games are there tonight? So we have this best of 3 series, and then we have one more to follow afterwards. So potentially we have a total of 5 games that could be coming your way if this goes to game number 3 and our next series goes to game number 3. Vin getting thrown there, but that is going to be the recall just in time. Very good play on that Tracer here, and this is where we find ourselves on Tomb of Spider Queen. Rotation-heavy base map. We are going to be seeing the Jaina going into that Fingers of Frost at level 1, trying to get those regen globes as quickly as possible, as Diesel is going to harass on this Tyrael. Also, getting predicted there, the combo comes out, and that is going to be a dead Tyrael at the start of this, and it looks like they've spread out quite a bit. They don't get the value that they're looking for, and they also pick up another regen globe for that Jaina, and Garrosh is going to be going to that Groundbreaker at level 1. We're actually only getting the 2 questing talents coming out at level 1 for both of these teams. Kerrigan actually going to be going into the Fury of the Swarm to just have that extra assimilation and basic attack. Oh, just continuing to be a Kerrigan. Kerrigan doing Kerrigan thing. But yeah, we will be having more games this evening, and we also will be having Celeb Gaming coming up in the matchup after this. Another Poland going to be going out into Diesel. Looking for work, though. I don't think they're going to be taking this game like laying down at all. Like they're definitely going to be pushing. I think they're going to be pushing us potentially into that game number 3. Both of these teams are super, super strong. In the same hand, multiple smiles. They had multiple good plays in that first matchup. This could be multiple smiles versus Celeb Gaming, or it could be looking for work versus Celeb Gaming. I'm not sure. I'm not trying to just be like, oh, like I'm casting, so I have to remain like impartial. No, I legitimately don't know who would come out on top of this. Both the teams have really, really good plays, and I think it's just going to come down to who in the late game really gets the value here, and if they can get some of these single target picks with that toss from Fury. They do toss forward some of these Siege Giants, which is something you can take into your own games as well, just making sure that you get those Siege Giants closer to the gate because they'll attack from range and not take damage, but if you get them near the gate, they can absolutely be burned down and help out. Groundbreaker going out but not connecting as Winterheart will go ahead and get the blink out just in time. Vin going to be getting some decent damage on the Dark Chimera, gets the recall, and they end up getting out. Like, Kerrigan trying to find the backline target, but no, it's not going to happen. Diesel does get the poke. And it won't. No turn-in availability for both teams, but they are getting quite close. I think we're 11 off on the side of looking for work and not too far behind. I think we're looking at 15 on the side of multiple smiles. Material diving in a little bit here. Toss going to be going out. Combo coming out as well. Sleep Dart going to be there. Diesel taking a lot of damage. Trying to make their way out of this. And they will. That's a little worrisome that, like, that combo right there with just 3 people almost killed the main tank. If it was anyone else, I feel like that would definitely be a kill in their favor. Nice pick coming out onto the Trace, so the recall is going to be used, and Vin gets the blinks out just in time. Winterheart going to be starting to take a lot of damage here, and that will not be Tyrande going down. Liam trying to get this turn in here, and actually I lied. Tyrande does go down. Swabs and Goo going to have the poke out for a second. Vin not going to get the stun, but will get pulled right back into there. Another pick going out in favor for looking for work, as they also have the turn-in availability for themselves. And they get these last little gem turn-in, or will be stalled out. Fury just gonna stand right on top of the Aldruin. The Aldruin Smite coming up from the Tyrael, but Vin recalling right almost in the same spot. Droplets almost able to get the burn. The Ice Lance is going to be there. They actually turn to Diesel and say, hey, we'll just take 12 gems if we can't take not 3, actually. Diesel taking a lot of damage. They are actually going to be leading them towards Vin. They actually get a little bit more poke damage. Fury looking for this kill. They want to make sure they drop those 12 gems. This might not be worth it, Fury. They get the kill, but here's the thing. Vin runs and grabs those gems for them. They are on the wrong side of the map. They do have oh my god, the end of the fray. The toss coming out. This is such good play coming out from them. They actually have Swabs diving in here. How come to be diving into the backline as well. This might have been a bad idea for the Maiev player, but they're gonna be just fine through this. What we've returned in phase is going to be in favor for looking for work. They do need to back off and go into their lanes and try and push this up with their objective. Top lane does have some decent pressure, but mid lane is going to be a lot of where some of this is going to be helped out. No, Janna's not going to top. Okay, maybe just going for the regen globe. Sitting at actually 14 out of the 20 necessary. I'm going to open up mid a little bit more. And this Weaver will get them at least the well. Vin gonna get the blink out there. It's like, no, I don't wanna get burned down or bursted by chance. Fury just trying to find the toss onto them, but they're just playing around that so well and keeping them while Kerrigan just goes ahead and pushes into this mid lane. Bottom lane is gonna be pushed back by Liam a little bit on that Phoenix. Swabs and Goo gonna get some decent value, and top lane will be just cleared out by the Maiev. We actually have Tracer going down in this bottom area. We actually have all those gems dropped. They should be zoning these. Yeah, they'll be zoned out. Looks like they have a nice triple lunar flare coming out from Tyrande. Toss goes out onto Diesel, but they do have a lot of mobility. There is going to be the sleep dart as well that does not connect. Fury taking a lot of damage here. There's going to be the body block coming out. They might be able to get the Indomitals used as well. Diesel taking a lot. That will be Kerrigan diving in. The slows will be there. They're fighting in this corridor, and it's really going well for looking for work, but they're not able to find themselves a kill. Another sleep dart going out, and that will be stall. And they denied them a decent amount of gems here, but now I was just about to say, with 1 gem more, they have the availability for turning on the side of multiple smiles. Not too far behind in experience, but they are trailing a little bit, and that gap could become bigger and bigger if they are able to get a couple back-to-back turn-ins, or at least another turn-in on the side of looking for work. Droplet's going to be taking a lot of damage here. Tracer trying to get the chase. The slow's going to be there from Tyrande's Sentinel, but they do not get the kill. Droplets takes a lot of damage and needs to back off. They will get some healing from Dark Chimera, and now they re-engage on this. They're trying to make sure that they do not get the turn-in. So far, it's working out for them fairly well. You're going to get scouted out here as well. Poke coming out. And that's it. They back off. They're just like, no, it's okay. No big deal. Going across. No. I'm like waiting. I'm just like, is someone else going to get picked off? No, they're just playing safe. They're just like, we don't want to lose our gems. Only 10 more necessary on the side of looking for work to get their turn in. They do have their 10 talent tier on top of that. We do have the Ultralisk for the Kerrigan, so going to be having that initial stun target damage as well as the extra unit there. And on top of that, you have the Water Elemental. So they're going in a fight against looking for work is a 5v7. Then going to get the Pulse Bomb onto. Oh my god, Kerrigan so low, jumps in the bunker. The Ultralisk does go out. They start to make their way out. That will also be the Eye of Horus coming out from Ana. You can see it streaking across the map. They're making sure that the friendly units stay alive. They do zone this out for the time being, and they're not too far off from gem turn-in themselves. I think they just need a couple waves. No, they actually just need a couple more gems, and they do have that for themselves. Vin chasing in a little bit here. No toss going to be there, but they do have the Warlord's Challenge onto a couple members. Fury taking a lot of damage here. They actually have, holy crap, yes, yes! I was just about to say, I looked up and I was like, holy crap, that's Judgment. Judgment goes out as well as the Planet Cracker. Droplets is the first one to go down in this engagement. That will be the containment disc coming out from the Maiev to lock down the Ana for a couple seconds here. They are able to out of that containment disc, but that is going to be Vin taking a lot of damage. The recall is going to be used. They are able to make it out just fine, and that is multiple smiles with probably multiple smiles as they're really starting to pick apart the members of Looking for Work. Smiles are good is taking a lot of damage here. Now, nice negative healing coming out from that Ana to make sure that they have to back off a little bit there. Well, they can't get the healing out from Winterheart, but Liam gets a turn in here. They do not need much more. They only are looking for 8 more gems. And they have this split across quite a few members. If they can get House turn in, oh, hold on, Fury going to get the Umbral Bomb put on them, but also it's going to be a body block. Swaps him good with the charge in, and that is going to be the Eye of Horus just poking out. The nice thing about the change is it pierces, and you can see it hitting every single one of those members. They have stalled them out, and now they all jump onto this. They want to get a turn in, and this is so well defended. Fury stalled out, and I don't think that's going to be... Actually, no, that will be all that they need to stall out for a few seconds. Holy crap. Holy crap. They can see that this camp is up and available, but they don't rush it quick enough. And this will be Webweaver phase in favor for the members of Looking for Work. I believe this is the second of the game entirely. I don't think Multiple Smiles has gotten a turn in just yet. Stall gonna go out. Just a little bit of poke here and there. They get the clear into this mid lane camp. Bottom lane does have pressure as well. This will actually be added on by Swabs Magoo. Liam is going to be coming down here with Vin as well. Top lane does have the pressure. And this is top lane on this map is quite the priority once you get to this later phase because of the fact that you can press boss into the top lane keep and top lane core. I mean, through top lane, it's such a valuable lane for you. You can also pair web weavers into that and sync that up with your boss and have a huge game-ending potential push. It's often what we see a lot of teams do. You grab some more gems, and actually we can show what the gem count is currently looking like across the board. I don't think they're going to have enough for a turn-in on the side of Looking for Work, but they definitely do on the side of Multiple Smiles, and they will be looking for that because getting a Web Weavers in this later half of the game is going to start getting them some decent value as they've already lost 2 structures. Looking for Work aren't really looking that bad at all in this game. It's like they'll grab the Bruiser camp on the right-hand side. Tracer going to be jumping over onto this camp with the help of Winterheart, and that is going to be turned and guarded. They might as well actually just turn in the few gems that they have, but I guess nice, or one of the things that it would show is it would be like, well, you know, they can see that they are depositing, so you know that they're going to be around these points. Make a rotation to at least stop that out for a few seconds. Bobson Goose sitting on this point waiting. 13 talent tier in their favor on the side of Looking for Work, but that has been achieved by the members of Multiple Smiles, and now we can have... I mean, everyone's heroics are off cooldown. We could see a big fight here. Actually, Swabs Magoo taking a lot of damage, does drop the bunker. Rest of the team rotating in here. This is a little aggressive. This is actually a really good position coming out for Looking for Work. A lot of damage going out onto Toronto, the first kill of the game, first kill of the engagement. Diesel going to be tossed away as well. That will be Tyrael going down. They need to spread out so they don't take a lot of damage from that. Looks like Kerrigan gets to dive forward. Tracer with the recall. They actually recall back, trying to pick up all those gems, but that might not be the best case for them. The toss goes out onto Kerrigan. She dives forward. 32 gems are dropped. They still have the turn in between the Phoenix as well as the Maiev, but that is a large amount of their bank account just spent. As long as they guard these turn-ins and they don't allow the Web Weaver turn-in, that That's just huge for them. That's absolutely huge for them on the side of looking for work. That's a big stall, and that allows them to really push up the lanes even further, and they can pick up a few more gems because they're only 5 away from a turn in themselves. And that would be 3rd turn of the game also in their favor. It's ridiculous how they're almost getting every single turn in here. And you can see them depositing quite a few of those gems saying, you know what, if we could just get them all on one person, they can get that one turn in while the rest of us kind of delay that out. That'll be best. The other factor, too, to consider here is the lanes are so far pushed out, they don't want to play this aggressive into the lane. And you can see they're slow. They're slowly taking this. They're not really rushing to get the lanes pushed back out. Liam has the blink, and oh my god, they dance right around each other. Fury and Liam looking... Well, Liam, I don't think looking for a fight. We actually do have a fight, though, breaking out below us as we have Kerrigan getting the pull in. Winterheart taking a lot of damage. The Ultralisk does come out as well. Tyrael with the Judgment in there, and Winterheart staying alive. Purification Salvo going to be coming out. Excuse me, that's going to be the Planet Cracker coming out. A lot of damage is going to be there, but no one going down just yet. That is going to be the Kerrigan, the first one to go down. Droplets is a little bit low. Vin is going to be getting some healing from Winterheart. They're chasing this a little bit further, and they're actually going to be getting this... the Jet Propulsion out as just an AoE stun, so that just slows that down, but that will be Webweaver turn in phase for multiple smiles, and they pause the game for themselves as they can get into their 16s. Not actually pausing the game, but they kind of pause the momentum that's going over in favor for looking for work, as they're going to need to clear out these Webweavers. They'll push out fairly far. Do they have... They might actually have enough for turn-in after this, but Diesel is going to get chased out here. Oh, I don't think you can make it out. Okay. A juke. 300 some health, some shielding, and they go down. They drop their gems, they'll be going down. That will be Phoenix pushing up the top lane and descended quite a ways back in that lane. It probably won't be getting a ton of value for the friendly team, but with this push, they should be able to find themselves 16 and even talent tier, and at least an even place to fight the enemy team. They really don't do a ton with this. They push up top lane a little bit. Yeah. It's just, they recognize that they can't play this aggressive, so they push up as far as they can. Webweavers get a little bit of value, but realistically, that turn-in was gems spent. It really felt. They only need to get 2 turned in here, and between a lot of these members, that 2 is not hard to find. I think they want to actually try and take a fight before that's actually the case, though. You can already see them all rotating down to this bottom lane. No one going for that camp. Oh, that 16 talent tier, I think they knew, and they were just like, yeah, no, we don't want to take that fight. No, thank you. That's not going to be happening right now. You do have the Bruiser camp going to be grabbed, though, in favor for multiple smiles. That will be at least pushing back the mid lane a little bit here. Sentinel goes out as well. They do scout that out, and yeah. Pressure in through the lanes. And Webweaver's descending for the 3rd time, I think, in favor for looking for work. Jet Propulsion out. Who gets this? All right. Looking for work, we'll be able to push this up a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. They're going straight through bottom lane. No toss going to be going out. The Warlord's Challenge was used there as well. That's a long cooldown they're not going to be able to get back. That is going to be the Purification Salvo coming out. That also will be the Water Elemental burned away really quickly. The Containment Disc is out as well. Decent damage coming out into Dropless. They need to back off of this. That is going to be Vin taking a whole lot. They do get the Tracer kill here through the Kerrigan. The Ultralisk is continuing out. Swaps Magoo with the chase. Tyrael is the next one to go down here. The Umbral Bind pulls and swaps Magoo. They do get the value from that Tyrael death, but it's not going to get a kill as they want. And now they have Webweavers pushing in through bottom, top, and mid. This top lane Webweaver is going to be doing a lot on its own, still sitting at half health. But with the Siege Giants and the Webweaver in bottom, this should be a confirmed keep, as well as the 2 deaths. Not going to be a ton they can do, so they clear out the waves they know that they can do safely. And before the bottom lane keep is even grabbed, they say, you know what, let's just chase Liam and Winterheart. They try and walk through the gate, Liam with the blink, but they leave their healer behind. Winterheart goes down, and it looks like looking for work, or looking to end, or at least looking to take down as many keeps as possible. Oh, they're looking to end now. Okay. Dive in from Kerrigan. Yeah, this is going to be the core focus down. They do have Tyrael up in a couple seconds. This could be a core race that doesn't go their way. That is going to be the Containment Disc onto 1. How's going to get a pull in, but the Sleep Dart will be there. They do have a fight breaking out. Droplets is the first one to go down in this core rush. The Warlord Challenge will be there. Maiev is going to be the one trade that they have so far. 2 for 1, as it looks like Liam will be the next one to go down. This is starting to go over there in favor. Eye of Horus is getting a lot of damage out onto Vin, but they're diving back and forth. Not going to get the blink in time, but they say, you know what, we can just turn it onto the core. Diesel's the only one really harassing, as Vin is just trying to clear out the waves. Also not too healthy themselves, and they say, you know what, we can just ignore the Tracer and try and end here. As they have the healing from Winterheart, they're going to be re-engaging onto this double stun coming out from the Tyrande. They also have the Blaze Bunker going down. That will be the Judgment coming in onto one member. Dark Khmer taking a lot of damage. They do get the friendly toss out, and that will be Ana living for now as Vin is going to be chasing this around. The core is sitting at 32 health. Ana goes down, but now the core that is going to be focused here. So many members are getting low. The crystals is going to be used from Kerrigan, and that is going to be game number 2 going over to looking for work. They take us into the illustrious game number 3. Whew. Okay, after that game, I need to literally run to the bathroom, so I will be right back. I'm just gonna leave this right here for all of you. I will be right back. That was just, I didn't expect it to go that long, and oh my god. Whew. Okay, let me show you talents as well. Sorry about that. Oh, boy. Know what map we're going to be going to already. Okay, so they wanted that. So then that's a really good map. All right. Let me update my stuff as well. I'm out of breath. I just like sprinted to the bathroom. Okay, so this is game number 3. Yes, all of that. Yes, cool. Let me update the team scores. I mean, how like this is what I expected. I expected to go to a game 3. Like between these teams, like the skill levels that they have, I absolutely expected. Oh my god, we already have lobby link. I'm just doing this so quickly. Cool. I'm here. Okay, no, we're all fine. Messages that I don't need to answer at this point. So, map channel. Okay. Oh my god. All these things. Holy crap. All right. Lobby, cool. I'm set. All of that set. Yay! Whew. All right, we're all set. We're going to get going into our third game between these two teams, but I won't be doing it for us at all this evening. Like, after this match, we're going to be having our grand final, so we'll do another giveaway after this match. We'll give away some skin. We'll give away a skin code or something. What's the score here? It is 1-1, my good sir. 1-1. Ooh, that's so exciting. This is just the semifinal match. We still have our grand finals after this. I think it's something really. So that makes sense. That. Oh. Okay. Whew. Yeah, Crib got it. This is the 2 of the top 4 teams in Div S. Yes, no, it is. There's no question mark. I don't know why I read it with a question mark. Going to send some people here in a minute from the NGS channel. Oh, Murda, thank you so much. I appreciate that, bud. Yeah, no, we still have the grand finals after this. This is only our first semifinal, or our second semifinal match of the evening. Don't announce your raid before you raid. No, I appreciate it. No. No, it's actually, like, I appreciate it, because, like, I've done that before where, like, I've sent over an entire thing, and they're like, I just finished, and it's like, crap. So I get it. Thank you, Murda. I appreciate it. Thank you for checking in. It is going to be a very good game 3. I'm super, super excited for our game number 3. I have a bunch of water. Yes, and we're all good. And then, so after this game, we'll do a giveaway. We might actually do 2 giveaways in a row, depending on how long it takes to set up. So I've got a Stitch's skin code, and then I've got some Sonic Adventure games, so we can give away a Sonic game or something like that. Something fun you can play on your Sunday night after we have casting. But we've got a lot more casting coming up. I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I really, really do appreciate everyone being here and watching and just hanging out. You're all the best. If you are enjoying the content that you're seeing, this is a lot of what I do. I do a lot of casting for Heroes of the Storm between a lot of different leagues. If I'm not casting, I'm usually playing. My schedule's pretty well set. There's a couple days when I do and don't stream, but I usually announce it through either Discord or through Twitter. Mostly through Twitter. I try and post on Twitter as much as I can. Sorry, there's like 500 messages flying in draft chat right now. I'm just gonna put Spooky Worm. Spooky Worm. That's all I got. Because I think we're all set. Multiple smiles are... Yeah, okay. So, we're getting the readies out. We'll be going in just a second. Thank you all so much once again for hanging out. Super, super pumped about this. It's games. Yay, games. It's Family Day tomorrow in Canada, guys. Be sure to spend it with you. Is it really tomorrow? Is Family Day tomorrow? Okay, cool. So they're pushing the button, so I'm gonna push the button. Welcome back to Heroes Lounge, everybody. I'm your caster, Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Multiple Smiles, and on the right, we have Looking for Work. This is a best-of-3 series, and we are in our game number 3. And if you're just like, how did we get to game number 3, and what were the maps beforehand? I got you covered. Shout out to Weenus who made this. We currently have the coin flip won by the members of Multiple Smiles. They banned out Braxis Holdout. Sky Temple was banned out by the members of Looking for Work. Towers of Doom is the first map chosen by Multiple Smiles and won by themselves. So, we had Looking for Work going for first pick, so they chose Tomb of Spider Queen for game number 2. Looking for Work went ahead and won game number 2, and so they went for first pick on the side of Multiple Smiles, so they take us to Infernal Shrines. I gotta figure out a better way to go through that, but either way, that is going to be what our bans are and maps are like at this point. We get back into this. So we have a Zeratul being banned out on the side of Multiple Smiles, as well as an Abathur coming out from Looking for Work. Not a bad idea at all. Play my lead. Me? I'm just potato. Not all of Canada, but yes, it's Family Day. I didn't know that. I think 5 provinces in Canada have a Family Day. Do they have that in Toronto? I swear my pseudo family that lives in Toronto does Family Day. Or maybe I'm just thinking of Adventure World or something. Adventure World's the jam. Bad Donut, thank you so much for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying content. Thank you for following. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. All right, so we have an Ana being banned out by Looking for Work, who actually prioritized the Ana quite a bit. No Genji ban. Diablo will be first picked on the side of Multiple Smiles. Infernal Shrines does have... is a really good engage type map for that Diablo, so they will be getting quite a bit of value for themselves there. So I like that as a start. Diesel is a pretty good Diablo. Yes, it's recognized in Ontario. Okay, yeah. I swear they've talked about it before, Cranky. That's why I was just like, I know that holiday. I know that. Or I was thinking that I honestly just merged the two. Sometimes my brain does that. Hanzo going to be grabbed on the side of Looking for Work, as well as the Joanna. We have a Diablo so far, so I wonder if they're going to go for some synergies with the Phoenix, as we've seen already. I'm a potato too, don't worry. Potatoes all around! Yeah. BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario, and New Brunswick. Oh, okay. So BC, is that more of the eastern side of Canada, or is that kind of... I know Ontario is on the eastern side. Saskatchewan, I think, is northeast, and BC's north-ish. And this is all relative from Michigan, because that's where I was initially from before I moved out to California. So everything relative in Canada for me is north of Michigan and east and west. I went to Thousand Islands in Canada, and that was northwest of Michigan, or Detroit-ish. More north, slightly west. Or east. Anyways, I'm sorry. We have a draft. Let's actually pay attention to what's going on here. Alex draws the Phoenix, going to be grabbed on the side of Multiple Smiles. It's a good pair. It's a good pairing. Alexstrasza is a great hero for this map as well. Dragon form is considered a great tool for engage, disengage, and just overall control in some of these shrines. Lucio gonna be banned out here. They don't want to deal with that from Towers of Doom, which they didn't win with that, but that Lucio play was good regardless. So yeah, I don't blame them whatsoever. Hanzo Joanna, the first 2 picks on the side of looking for work. They're currently playing a little bit of a poke control composition. They don't really have a lot of great engage, so maybe they're going to be looking for a little bit more of that. Blaze was banned out. They do have the Decker Cane, so this is a lot more of a... It's a pretty, I wouldn't say pretty passive game, but it is fairly passive between coming out from the draft of looking for work. There's a lot of control. I mean, once they get in Tomb, that's going to be a really, really good, just like, hey, we got you, we locked you, you're ours. And then you have Buried Alive at 20, which is just a delicious, delicious heroic where you're silencing with the Entomb. But we have a Urel and a Thrall grabbed on the side of Multiple Smiles. This draft really is highly synergistic around the Phoenix. Overall, they've got really great plays into the shrines as well, and their overall team fight is just great. Self-sustained through a lot of these as well. We already did give away the ETC skin, just so you know, Sornik. But we still have the Stitches skin is going to be coming up after this best of 3, so we're obviously in our game number 3, so we'll be doing that. And then I think I have some Sonic codes that I'll be giving away on top of that. I think we're just going to do a couple of those really quickly all together, because it'll be a little bit more fun than sitting around and just waiting for us to set up for game number 3. We can do some of these fun things. But we do have the Kerrigan coming out once again from looking for work. It worked on Tomb of Spider Queen. They want to have it work on Infernal Shrines. I like this draft so much. So only 2 provinces and 2 territories don't recognize the day at all. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Interestingly, apparently 3 other provinces and 1 territory also recognize the day, but don't call it Family Day. Oh. So they have to be like, we don't want to call it Family Day, but it's Family Day. We gotta be our own. Is there like a rebellious part of Canada? Isn't that like isn't BC like the edgy rebellious? I don't know Canada politics and stuff like that. Who knows? But either way, we got a game. We're going to be loading it in just a second. As I said, thank you all for being here. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I can't wait to put more games in front of you. And that's what I'm going to be doing. On the left-hand side, we have Multiple Smiles, with Vin going to be on the Phoenix. We'll have Winterheart on the Thrall. Hal will be on the Alexstrasza. Liam on the Urel, and Diesel on the Diablo. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Looking for Work, with Swabs Magoo on the Leoric. Hayun is going to be on the Kerrigan. Fury will be on the Joanna. Dark Chimera on the Deckard. And Droplets on the Hanzo.
3, 2, 1.
Please remember to get up and some water. Oh my god, the BM to before we start is so good. Oh. What's the difference between province and territory? I'm not qualified to answer that. One speaks French and the other speaks English. Is that really the difference? Is that really like what defines the difference? It can't be that simple, can it? Edgy Canadians are people who only say sorry twice instead of 3 times. Crib, thank you. Oh my god. Oh, let's get into this match here, as we do have fight breaking out. Droplet's gonna be taking a lot of damage. We'll be having to jump over the wall, but Vin is gonna be chasing this. They do get the kill. First kill of the game, going over to Multiple Smiles as I need to catch my breath. I am dizzy from laughing so much at that. Oh my god, that was very good. Alrighty. So, Winterheart in this bottom lane. I do want to note, there have been quite a few role swaps that have gone through on Multiple Smiles, so I really like that. I really like that, the more you know. It's just showing flexibility within their play. Like, Winterheart has played Phoenix, Tyrande, and now Thrall. And, like, Vin's played a couple different heroes. Hao is obviously their main support. Actually, no, what did Hao play in the last game? Now that I'm thinking about it, was it their solo? I'm blanking off the top of my head what they took, because I know Winterheart was the support in the last game. Either way, it's just the role swaps are really cool to see always, just to see kind of what people do in their changes in some of the builds, as well as play styles and all of that. But just peeking around the map, going between top, mid, and bottom, seeing how the rotations as well as the solo lane is shaping out. Mid lane, actually, Vin taking a lot of damage. Does get the blink out in time. Healing Circle will be out from the Alexstrasza. That abundance will be very good for them. Also, Alexstrasza are going to be going into Circle of Life at level 1. Going to be trying to get those regen globes to at least bolster the mana and healing that they can produce in the later half of the game. Already sitting at 5 out of the, I think, 25 stacks. And yo! Nexus Gaming Series, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to everybody who is raided over. This is the Heroes Lounge S Division Qualifier number 3. We are in day number 2, and we are in our second semifinal. We're trying to figure out if we're going to see multiple smiles or looking for work going up against Celeb Gaming in the grand finals, which will be coming up right after this match. Hype. Thank you all so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great door. Sound the alarms, put up the walls, board up the doors. What's up, Ara? What's up, 7th? How are all of you doing? Weenus as well. JakeBot, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting Nexus Gaming Series. I appreciate you. Y'all beautiful people. 6-6 in levels, and we are getting into our first shrine phase of the game. Top lane does have camps pushing in. Those will be matched up quite easily. We might see a rotation for the clear end of that fairly soon. We do have Liam diving in, trying to get an engage onto this. It's not going to be finding anyone just yet. We have the Condemn coming in as well. Diablo taking a lot of damage here. They're trying to chase this, and they actually move a little bit further in, and Liam is actually going to use the Righteous Hammer, and they're realistically buying a lot of time, but the race has already gone over fairly well for looking for work. Swabs Magoo gets the Wraith Walk out just in time. Alexstrasza popping the Dragon Form. They move in on this, and it's going to be halfway through this phase in favor, but they actually are evening this up and starting to run away with it as Multiple Smiles is starting to get a lot of these skeletal defenders in their favor. 7s are also going to be achieved by them fairly soon, and they also have the top lane winning out in their favor. Solo, thank you so much for the subscription with your Twitch Prime, as well as Moist Witness, thank you so much for the 200 bits. I will resend all of your alerts after we get out of this game. I do have them shut off during casted games, so we do not see all of that jargon, but I will absolutely resend all of that. Thank you so much for your support, and I apologize for all the Twitch chat that I'm about to miss. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I'm not responding to every single one, but Punisher is going to be one over, going to be jumping over the wall. Kerrigan actually going to be going down over in this top lane. We actually have Swabs and Good chasing Vin here, who I don't think is going to have a blink, but they have the friendly team. A lot of good damage is coming out onto them, and that will be the Spectral Leech to get the kill, but Diablo gets the wall charge into droplets. They get the kill, so a 1-for-1 trade. Actually, 2, because Kerrigan went down earlier than that. We do have the Punisher falling, not getting a ton of good siege damage going over in their favor. But this is going to be 7-7s in level. Swabs and Goo going to be chasing forward here and saying, no, never mind, we're actually going to be fine here. Just going to back off in the top lane. Winterheart and bottom is going to be pushing this up a little bit. I do want to note that they did finish the Echo of the Elements at level 1 already, so going to be having the extra Chained Lightning charge as well as the mana reduction. Camps are going to be grabbed here on the right and left-hand side. Hanzo at 12 out of the 20 stacks for the Simple Geometry, and Joanna going into that Subdue at level 7, looking to see if they can get 4 of those stacks with their Punish. That's hard, but if people stack up, you definitely can get it right there. Winterheart going to be targeted here. They're going to be slow. The lockdown will not connect. Are they able to get out is the question. They're zigging and zagging, but it's not going to be enough. They do get picked off there, and it's a 3-2 in kills, 9-8 in levels. And we can actually see how some of the other stats are breaking down as we're getting into this game further and further here. Next Punisher will be top lane. No major prep, I think, in that lane for either, because the solo laners have been doing pretty well at defending their lanes. Actually, no. Members of Multiple Smiles really pushing this top lane. They want to go up against Celeb Gaming in the grand finals this evening. That's a definite right there. They really want to go in for that. And no. Back right off. Play this safe. Oh, wait. Hold on. Keep going out. No, they won't be able to get anything with that. 10s have been achieved on the side of Multiple Smiles. They are going to be going into the Lightning Breath, the Purification Salvo. We actually get the Cleansing Flame for Alexstrasza, Earthquake from the Thrall, and Yrel holding, but I wouldn't be too surprised just to see the Ardent Defender. Such a strong talent, being able to kind of keep yourself from dying. And that's going to be it exactly. They go in this engagement, but they do have the 10s themselves. That will be the Lightning Breath, Purification Salvo connecting onto quite a few. Hanzo gets over the wall, but they are going to be slowed. First kill in that engagement. Thrall with the Earthquake for the follow-up. Kerrigan is going to go down. Multiple Smiles with multiple kills. And now we have them rotating off, and there should be the announcement for the top lane objective fairly soon. I believe it's a 2-minute counter after the Punisher dies. Now they're already just prepping up this lane, and with the 2 dead, they can say, hey, let's take out their well. You can already see the pings coming out. And the reason that you can take that well so early, it doesn't give you experience, but it's the lane sustain. That's such a big value for your team. If you can slow them down from being able to engage onto you and take this, oh my god, the Lornado to just say like, hey, please go away. I got some books. No, it's not going to work out. Fury, though, in the backline here is going to be trying to get some sort of engagement. Blessed Shield does go out. They do have an attune, but that will be Phoenix getting bodied right away. 1 kill going over in favor for looking for work. Cleansing Flame coming out from the Alexstrasza. Diesel taking a lot of damage. We do have Liam trying to come in on this. That is going to be Swabs Magoo coming in as well. Diablo does go down. That is going to be Soul spent. We only have Winterheart stuck in. The school is out, and that is going to be Thrall going down. They take 3 kills, they take the souls from Diablo, and that will be Kerrigan doing Kerrigan things on this shrine while the rest of the team pushes in and tries to open this up a little bit further. Holy crap, was that a good fight. And really won out by the members of Looking for Work. Mid lane actually does have a little bit of pressure as well. Diablo trying to rotate around, picking up as many of those souls as they can before they have to re-engage once again, but this is probably going to be the Mortar Punisher in their favor. They back off as I think they're actually going to be trying to re-engage onto this. Purification Salvo will be actually stalled out for a second. Lightning Breath will be there. Droplets taking the majority of that damage. Hanzo the first one to go down in this engagement. Finn taking a lot themselves. They do have to get the blink out. And it's a 1-for-none trade. Purification Salvo will be connecting. They don't have the Well, actually, the Earthquake will be there, but they actually get stalled out for a 3rd time. Alexstrasza going down as well, but Heyoon will be going down as well. That is a 1-for-2 trade. Multiple smiles, but so far multiple. Oh, the Purification Salvo finally coming out this 3rd time. They get the blink out, and Swabs Magoo getting so low. The healing from Dark Chimera is not enough. And now they can chase this. They had that advantage, and they just lost it. Multiple smiles. 3 times interrupted. I hate you guys. That was actually really, really good that they consistently stalled out Vin from actually getting the salvo. That would have been so much worse in so many different ways if they actually got those salvos off. But they never did, and woohoo. Oh. Diablo with the Shadow Charge in. Droplets gets the leap over the wall. 13 talent here. That is going to be the arrow from Hanzo. The cube comes out onto Vin. They have the blink out as well. Cleansing Flame coming out from the Alexstrasza. They're moving back onto the scene. Tomb comes out, but it's mostly going to be body blocking Winterheart from getting out of here. Heyoon is going to be dove in as well. That is going to be the Lornado out from the Deckard, pushing Winterheart away a little bit here. That is going to be the Blessed Shield coming out from the Joanna. Diesel getting so low. That is going to be the Dragon Form popped as well. Nobody going down. The bunker will be there as well. Droplets is so low, and Vin is trying to poke on them, but it's not happening. Hammerings coming out from, or excuse me, just the hammers coming out from Fury as Heyoon tries to get the dive out. They don't get the Punisher. Multiple smiles is going to chase this, and Swabs Magoo should be the next one to go down. That is going to be Yrel getting that. Hanzo goes down as well. What? Multiple smiles with aggression and aggression and aggression, and they have not been kind of stalled. Like, every single fight, it seems like they're actually starting to win this out on the side of Looking for Work, and then multiple smiles are just like, you've stepped into my trap card, Yugi, and they literally just body them every single time. This is such a good game number 3 coming out from multiple smiles. If they can keep this momentum, this is gonna definitely put them into the grand finals for qualifier number 3, but we'll see if they're able to actually make it there. This is Infernal Shrines. The game is not over just yet, as the Punisher has leapt over the wall. They are going to be entering in on this fight. That will be arrow from Hanzo, trying to get the setup here. Purification Salvo only connecting onto 2 here. No big slows to get the extra damage, but they're weakened a little bit. That will be the Lornado coming out as well. So many members are so low, but no one's gone down. The Blessed Shield coming out from the Joanna. We have the Absorption out from the Yrel. They're chasing this underneath all of the Earthquakes from Thrall. Keep is going to go down. Nobody has died yet during this entire engagement. I lied, as Diesel's the first one to go down. Diablo's souls are ripped once again. They come back to life. Holy crap. Whew. Wow. I just need to chug water. I'm sorry. That was a really, really good fight for the members of Multiple Smiles. 11-7 in kills, 15-14 in levels. Structure-wise, they've already burned through top lane. They've got consistent catapult pressure and periodic experience gain through the top 4 and the top keep. Now they want to open up this bottom lane a little bit more because they do know that the next Punisher will be down here. If they can open this up, that'll be big for them. Yeah, the big thing to note here is, though, Diesel does not have souls. They're only sitting at 8 out of the 100 souls they need for that instant revive, as well as just the value you get from the Black Soul Stone. Arrow out from Hanzo. Vin is going to get stalled out. The Entomb is going to be there as well. Diving from Kerrigan. Huge pull-in. That is also going to be the Cleansing Flame coming out from Alex Strauss. Diablo's the first one to go down. No souls to bring them back. But the Cleansing Flame is going to be good for now. Actually, not enough as Winterheart goes down here. 2 for none. A clapback coming out from the members of Looking for Work as they're looking for kills. But they also need to find their 16 on top of this. Not too far behind on that, but boy, that's a turnaround that you really don't want to have happen to you as you kind of have an advantage and then it just kind of gets pulled in a way. Leaf of the Dawn, thank you so much for the follow during this game. I do appreciate your support, my friend. Bottom lane fort is going to get burned down here. We have the mid lane getting pushed in as well, but that will also be top lane grabbed. They're doing as best they can with a 2-member death in a fight. They're doing as good as they can in this situation. They lose their bottom lane fort, and if they can grab this on the side of Looking for Work, that'll be huge for them. Next Punisher actually should be activating fairly soon. I think it should be like right around the 13-something mark. Swaps Magoo, gonna get knocked back. Do they have the Wraith Walk to get out? Yeah. They have the Royal Focus as well as the... Oh boy, I never, like, I always get them mixed up because they have the exact same coloring, but I always get them mixed up. Ominous Wrath and Royal Focus. There we go. I always mix these two up because it's hard to memorize those two. I don't know why. These two just never stick with me. Oh, Blessed Hammer as well. Actually, hold on. We have the... Holy crap, everything is used, but Thrall goes down, Diablo goes down. Purification Salvo goes out, but it really just tickles the members. Oh my god, the Entomb, the pull in. Vin goes down here as well. Looking for Work. Was there like a button that they had to press? Because this is completely different from 3 minutes ago. This is absolutely a different. Hannibal, thank you so much for subscribing with your Twitch Prime. I will resend your alert once we get out of this game. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. Thank you all so much for the support. You are all... I love you so much. Swaps Magoo is actually defending this top lane as they're trying to push this in a little bit. Kerrigan is doing Kerrigan things on the bottom lane shrine. They want to pick this up, but they're also pushing in through this top lane. They got a couple catapults as well as this mid... Oh my god. The Orc is just like, I gotta get out of here. They're already opening up this bottom lane a little bit more as they do have the Phoenix back from death. Aeon is going to be down here clearing this out. That will be going down in their favor, so that will be an Arcane Punisher through bottom lane. They've pressured through top, so the Leorc will be fairly late at this unless they hold and wait for the Leorc, and I think that's exactly the plan. They're gonna say, you know what, clear the top. They will all be back, and they are already all back here. But they're not going to be getting 40 of these skeletal defenders by the time you clear top lane. So take your time, Leorc. Get that. Rotate in. And now I think we're going to get another big fight. Hold on. Let's pull away talents here. Arcane Punisher's finished out. Hanzo had the poke on that. Fury stepping up here. Shadow Charge going to be going in. They're focusing in on to the Joanna. That is going to be Purification Salvo as well as the Lightning Breath. We actually have a lot of damage coming in. The Punisher actually going to be jumping right back and joining in the fight. Purification Salvo not going to be getting the big value they want. Earthquake comes out. Blessed Shield will be there as well, and that's going to be the Thrall going down. Diesel getting a little bit low here. They do have the chase. That is going to be the Kerrigan getting the combo, and that will be Diablo living for the time being, but they end up not going down just yet. They get the kill into the Kerrigan. So much good healing coming out from How, and this Diablo will not die. Vin is poking out consistently during this entire time. Leorc is the first one to go down, or excuse me, I guess the second one to go down. Meanwhile, though, they have a Punisher pushing through bottom lane, and they're just letting that happen. Blessed Hammer out. Dropus is just trying to get the poke damage out here, and there's a lot of good poke coming out from this Hanzo. Liam with the availability. Oh, wait, hold on. The slow's going to be there. The Shadow Charge just to get out of the root. Lornado does separate them. Well, at least they try and separate. Slows onto Diesel. They're just whittling them down. Trying to also give some extra shielding in favor from Liam with the the Avenging Wrath. Diesel just getting slowed. This is like the slowest kill that I think I've ever casted. Diesel also going to get hit with... No, actually not going to get hit with the Sonic Arrow. Meanwhile, the Punisher is so low, is going to get burned down before it actually really takes out the shielding. And that is going to be a very good defense. Meanwhile, at their core themselves on the side of Looking for Work, they have a few catapults that get cleared out by Kerrigan. They won't lose any percent on their core. This game, woof. Sim, thank you so much for the follow during this game. I appreciate that, my friend. Whew. So top lane has consistent catapult pressure in favor for the members of Multiple Smiles, but bottom lane is Looking for Work's exact same conditions. So now we're going to be seeing mid lane has been opened up in favor for Looking for Work. We do have our our third Punisher of the game going to be, no, fourth? I think this is fourth Punisher of the game. Is going to be going in through the mid lane. Yeah, because I think the first one did go in through mid, but they didn't get a ton of value on the side of Multiple Smiles. We're getting into that later half of the game, though. 20 talent tier is also here for the members of Looking for Work, and they have that buried alive, and you know that they don't want to fight into this. They say, you know what, the waves will come crashing into us. Let's not step out too far. We don't really want to, you know, get bodied here. You can already see the danger ping sitting in this bush as well. Diablo does finish out the souls necessary, and we are getting set for our next Punisher phase here. I'm just excited. Like, I'm really, really excited to see who's going to come out on top, because these teams have been going back and forth this entire game. It's 13-13 in kills. Structures are fairly even between the two. Let's see, what do we have for 20s here? Oh, we actually have Earth and Shield. Really? Okay. Okay. Gonna be bolstering the friendly team a little bit. Bruiser can't picked up, and I think both these teams, it's the kind of that silent agreement, like, all right, well, we're just gonna wait until the objective. That's all we're gonna do. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's popping out to me for 20s. Alexstrasza with the Cleansing Flame upgrade on Ruby Wings. Urel is gonna be actually having the Self-Cleanse with Seraphim. And Unconquered Spirit, yeah. Survivability stuff, absolutely. Actually, let me show healing. Healing and death times. This bush right here. This bush is so scary. Every single time Diablo fire stomps, they're just walking back. I'm just like, who's gonna step out too far? When is it gonna happen? The danger pings are there. I think they know. They know that they're in that bush. They want to take that fight. They're trying to see if maybe they can catch them in the rotation going up into the top lane to defend against that. Meanwhile, Hanzo is available to kind of start this, and they are rotating in. Let's go ahead and pull away these numbers here. Fury in the backline getting poked a little bit. Top lane does have pressure. Gotta keep that in mind. See how much that wins over. Shadow Charge going in from Diablo. That is going to be Swabs Magoo entering in as well. That is going to be Blessed Hammer coming out. Dragon Form popped in the backline. That is going to be the Lightning Breath coming out. And that is a lot of damage, but Hanzo with the arrow, and that will stall it out for the time being. Vin is not able to get the full Purification salvo out, but it will be the full counter. Swabs Magoo going to be coming in on this. They do have a huge Entomb. The Silence will be out onto the support, and they actually are diving in on this. That will be the Earth and Shield coming out from the Thrall, giving some shielding for the friendly team. A lot of damage going to be coming out. That is going to be the top lane fort, going to be going down to the camp as well during this entire time. Thrall going to be finishing that Thunderstorm at level 16, if I'm not mistaken. That is going to be the Dragon Form going out as well. Blessed Shield, I don't think connected. And Hayun is the first one not going down. The Crystals is going to be used. They get a little bit of healing here, and they do not make it through. Kerrigan goes down, and Swabs Magoo does have to get the Wraithwalk right out of there. And this is held over in favor for the members of Multiple Smiles. And now they pick up a late game Frozen Punisher. The Ultralisk is going to be running up into the top lane and saying, I can help push up too. They say it's whatever that camp can push. We want to try and end with this Punisher. The one thing I didn't note, I was curious, did Diablo go for Hellgate or did he go for Hellstorm? He did go for the Hellstorm, so that is going to be forever Lightning Breath. Swabs Magoo trying to get that damage reduction with the Ominous Wrath? Right? Yes, Ominous Wrath. Royal Focus gets the cooldown reduction. Punisher goes over the wall. Less than 50% on this. I don't think they're going to be able to end, but that is a nice displacement onto Fury. The Iron Skin, or excuse me, the Indestructible is going to be coming out as well. The Entomb will be out with the Silence. Purification Salvo going to be connecting onto quite a few here. That will be the Lightning Breath spreading onto all the members as they can. Thrall goes down, but Decker Kane will be going down. Fury is targeted, but they don't get it. The Hellstorm's still going. And that will also be Hanzo going down. And with those two kills, are they able to end here? Oh, actually, Swabs Magoo going to be taking a lot of damage. Punisher does go down, but they get this hoot. The hell, Finn? Top lane keep is already gone, so they could try and end off of this. 3 are dead. Shadow Charge going out onto Hayun, who is actually pops the Chrysalis. Fury is the only one here, and they're just kind of buying time for the team to come back. Alexstrasza is going to be popping into the Cleansing Flame as the team is going to be burning this down, but their core siege is not the quickest. Also, Thrall is currently dead. Alexstrasza coming down. Hayun is getting low themselves. That is going to be the Kerrigan getting killed here. Fury is going to be low themselves, pushing them back into the Nexus, but it looks like, I don't know, Lyric's going to be up in a couple seconds, but this core is starting to fall quickly. Bottom lane does have catapult pressure, so if they were to get wiped, that would be good for them, but I don't think it's going to be happening, as it looks like the core is getting lower and lower. I I don't know. Like, this is the slowest core burn ever. There's going to be the Entomb coming out from Leoric. Oh, this is so close. Unconquered Spirit's used as well. That's going to be the arrow out from Hanzo, but that is going to be game number 3 going over to Multiple Smiles. They go into the grand finals. GG. Well played.